Introducing the one and only Mr. TMI. Now check it. He's Mr. TMI, known as the Bearman, aka homie the black sheep. He got the news, the stories, the topics, and so many things that you won't believe. Dropping these jewels and knowledge and giving advice and perspective on everything. He got them hard discussions, roller driven, buzzing, tune in, don't miss anything. Bringing the best of variety and different guests, keeping it real and less as they dress to impress. Every day chasing the check, follow, subscribing, request, it's time to decompress. Get everything off his chest, taking you guys on the quest into the mind of the podcast champion, and then telling y'all what he suggests. New season looking brighter, another level, take it higher. With all this info he acquired, giving whole stories the entire. Only here to inspire. Feel it, he on fire. Now hope that I got your attention to jump in the building. Y'all watching Mr. TMI.
Damn, it feel good to be back. Oh my God. Yeah, it's your boy, the bad man, aka the black sheep, aka Mr. TMI, Tate, and I'm ready to rock and roll for a whole nother season. Y'all know our damn seasons go for like 92 episodes. So I was able to take off some time and, pretty much recoup myself. I see, y'all see I still got the gold. I'm going to sit it down for a second. Hold on. I'm going to sit the gold down for a second. But let me explain something to y'all about the gold. I got a couple of things I need to address before we really get into the thick. First of all, I held a podcasting tournament where all you had to do was enter your podcast into the tournament, and we would have evaluated your podcast, and you could have possibly been the champion. The due date was September 15th. I'm willing to say not one podcast stepped up to the plate. So therefore, you looking at your podcast champion for the next year. But don't forget, we're going to have this on an annual basis. I'll be putting the title on the line next September. You'll have the opportunity to enroll in the podcasting tournament. Don't be scared. Hell, you scared of? Enter your podcast. Can't nothing but good things happen after this, because Bold and Driven is on the rise. We doing our thing, and we want to help promote you as well. So don't miss out on the next one. But in the meantime, the champ is right here. You damn right. I said it. Hey, y'all, I wanted to say this real quick, man. Over the time off, I lost my brother, my play brother, Brandon Oliver, passed away. Still prayers out to my parents. I'm gonna say my play parents, and then prayers out to, for all of us to have strength in this time, man. It was a little trying time while we was out. Things was going on, but that's okay, because I use a lot of this time to be very creative. So in saying that, I wanted to present something to y'all. I wanted to have a Ask Mr. TMI some unclely advice segment. Ask Mr. TMI. That's right. So I don't give a damn. I really don't give a damn what question it is that you want me to answer. I will answer it and give you the best unclely advice possible. Now, I sent out a post and I did get a couple of questions in. Let me see if I can do one real quick. I'm going to try to get one done real quick. But that's if my OLD don't throw me off and I can't find what the hell I'm trying to find. Y'all know how it go. Listen. What's up, AD? AD, you're going to be very happy because, like I was telling the folks, man, I got some new segments going on and I brought back a classic. So y'all get y'all asses ready, because that classic is going to happen towards the end of the show. I'm bringing a classic back. Now, if any of y'all out there know and been rocking with me for the long term, y'all know exactly what damn classic I'm talking about. But for those new people and the ones who got OLD just like I got, you gotta wait. So in saying that, hell, I have some unclely advice. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Now, I got from an anonymous email. It says, when do you sit back and let your kids learn life on their own? I'm going to tell you like this, y'all. It's a lot of parents out there. And I'm going to say that when you sit back and you let your kids learn the lessons on their own, is when they think they too damn grown to listen to you. When they think that they don't have to listen to you, they got it, and you know they don't even pay no attention to it. Because pretty like it happens around, I ain't gonna lie, it happens around about 14 years old, where for some reason they lose their hearing when it comes to the parent's voice. And you'll be telling them something all day long, and then it takes somebody else to come in and tell them the same damn thing you told them for them to partially listen to that. So I'm gonna say, when them little bastards think they too old and too grown to listen to you, shut up. Trust in your teachings. Trust that what you have put into them, that they will apply it. Some may apply it late, some may apply it right then and there, but you have to trust in your teachings and just shut the hell up. That's a little unclely advice for y'all, man. Just wanted to let y'all know we got a hell of a show right now. We got a hell of a show because we got none other than my boy Mike G that's gonna be on here with me. So I'm gonna tell you like this. Let me bring this man on, right? Because this man right here does some amazing things. First of all, I want to say, if you have not already, subscribe to, of course, Bold and Driven EP. You'll be a damn fool to be sitting up here watching it and ain't subscribed anyway. And then subscribe to Life Vids. Life Vids got some of the best short movies that you ever want to see. It make you say, man, why in the hell you ain't shoot that as a whole movie? I want some more. So Life Vids is LYFE Vids, VIDS. Make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel as well. So now, in saying that, the creator of Life Vids, the creator of Mike G Productions, I got none other than my boy, Mr. Michael Green, in the building with me. Bring him on, director. Yeah, that's how we do. Don't be looking like that. That's how we do it, baby.
Okay, that was fly though. That was fly right there. I see you, Natasha. I see you.
Wait, no, hell no, because it's like some people on here. Shout out to first of all, let me say this real quick. Shout out to everybody over there listening to us on the Spreaker app, as well as Spotify and iHeartRadio. Yeah, we over there now. So we done invaded. I had to go back to radio, Mike, because that's my first love, man. That's my first love. So shout out to everybody over there in Radio Land, man. The truck drivers and the Uber drivers. There's a lot of goddamn Uber drivers over there too. So y'all, hey, thank y'all for tuning in. So Mike G, before I bring you on, we gotta say what's up to the director. I'm a little out of order this week, but it's the first damn show. Y'all hold on. Because the director done stepped on the red carpet on y'all ass tonight. Hold on, let me bring her on. Miss Director. Look, girl. I don't know if they having a Motown 25 flag tonight or what, but the director is giving y'all all the energy for the first show. How you feel being back?
Man, it was a special occasion, so I said, let me show up. Let me do a little something. I said, Tate ain't gonna even expect this. So I was like, a little sequence, you know how we do it.
I swear to God, Natasha is sitting right there looking like somebody waiting for her to get up to ask her to dance, ain't they? Like, excuse me, can we have this dance?
That's awesome.
The director, man, it feel good being back, don't it?
Yes.
All right, so we about to turn up. Mike G, let's holler, man. What you been up to, dog?
Brother. First, I just want to say, thank y'all for having me. I'm back on the show. It's always good to come back to y'all and just hang out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's been crazy, brother. Of course, Blind Confessions is out everywhere. You can Google it. It's Amazon, Tubi, it's Fandango, YouTube TV. It's so many of them I can't remember. It's Blind Confession. Just Google it, and you can just watch it on your platforms. We already turned in Love Thy Neighbor, starring Jericho Roy and Amanda. When when I tell you this movie is so crazy, bro. Like it was the way we put it together. It was like it was supposed to go the way it was. It I can't even get the words out how good it looks.
Right.
Like Amanda Durbin and Jericho Roy, they brought it. And it's called Love Thy Neighbor, and it should be releasing in the next 3 to 4 months. We waiting for the distribution company to tell us when they're going to put it out, and we go from there.
So I'm gonna say this, man. First of all, Blind Confession, y'all check it out. If you ever want to see your boy run, because you ain't gonna catch me running no damn well unless it's for Mike G, my crazy ass running down the alley, take after take after take.
It was what, 6 takes, wasn't it? It was about 6 takes, wasn't it?
It was enough. I caught a cramp. It was enough run takes to catch a cramp. So if y'all want to see my hey, what's up, Tanisha Dean? It's good to see you in there. I see all of y'all in there. I'm gonna acknowledge y'all in a minute, man. Me and Mike finna get into the fat of things. So before we get into the thick of things, let me just get on over here, say what's up to a couple of people, man, because I see all of y'all that showed up. AD in there. I see that's Kenya. What's up, Kenya? Look, shout out again, man. Shout out again to Authentic Ears, who is absolutely killing it on Monday nights for Bold and Driven EP, man. Authentic Ears is the dopest new podcast out. Y'all better mess around and y'all better not miss.
Man, I gotta get on the show. I ain't been on the show.
Y'all missing something. Can they get a couple of shows under their belt first? Man, that's behind the scenes stuff, Mike. We ain't supposed to be talking about that right now.
Oh, my bad.
Yes, we are. Who gives a damn?
Edit that out. Oh, this ain't film.
Nana is in the building. Cameron Hines, what's up, brother? Let me see. That I see somebody repping Life Vids up in here. Jasmine Richmond, what's up, Jazz? Tanisha Dean, Antonio Blunt, who got a podcast that's dope. Y'all better check him out, man. They be spitting some nice stuff on there. And let me see who else I caught. Jeanette Greenwood. Oh my God. That lady.
Jeanette Greenwood is one of the casting directors for the audition this Saturday. She's the CEO of Ladies in Film and Television. I had to say that, but You're
right. You got every right. We got to stop for Jeanette Greenwood because she been snapping lately. She in places where y'all don't even know. So congratulations to her as well. And by the way, I got surprises for y'all down the line. We ain't done. This ain't the last damn episode of TMI News. Now, and saying that, Mike, I want to get into the thick of it right now. I want to get into the thick of it, man. You in this industry. This industry, when I say this industry, it's the entertainment industry. We all know this industry can drive you crazy, make you want to punch some damn body. Now, I want to say, what are your challenges in this industry? What do you face being an actor, writer, producer, director? What are some of the challenges that you face in this industry?
Well, I mean, there's all type of speed bumps, bro, in anything you do. But in film, for me, I think for me, one of the challenges is trying to put out a project that's better than the one you just released. Ooh, that's a challenge. But you got to be able to go outside your comfort zone on certain projects, man, because Blind Confessions is faith-based. The one Love Thy Neighbor is not.
So you got one faith-based and you got one Negro-based.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And it's real though, man. It's just like it's just one of those things where you just can't stay stagnant on one. You gotta go outside your comfort zone to put some new stuff out, because you don't want your film looking like every other film that's out there. And there's so many movies out there. Everybody feeds off of everybody some type of way. It's just how it is. But sometimes it's hard to get more creative, but then again, it's really not, because simple can be more creative than you trying to go over the top.
Hey, can I say this real quick? And I'm sorry if anybody get offended, but I'm tired of the goddamn hood movies. It's only so many ways you can do Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society. I'm sick of it. And I think that we have more creative juices than to just let that be the only film, and I'm saying, man, like I get on these apps that these movies are launched on, and you just see Negro movie after Negro movie after Negro movie after Negro movie, and it's like, okay, enough. And I understand that it's really pulling a lot from where we're from, but we got more in us than that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to go 50-50 with you.
Okay.
50 part was like a lot of us who put out hood films. We come from that cloth, you know what I'm saying? So certain cloth you come from that you can put out there that a lot of people can relate to. Now I do feel like I say I do hood films too, man, because something from that film you can get from. Now I try to push my level up, but that's more of me pushing me to be better than the film prior. You know what I'm saying? But
so let me clarify. Mike, I've seen several of your projects, and one thing that I commend you on is the diversity in your cast. The diversity in your cast. And although I've seen a Mike G hood film, I've seen a Mike G horror film, I've seen a Mike G Christian faith-based film, I've seen a Mike G, you see all different areas. And so therefore it's not just 100% all you got to say is gun toting, who robbed who, and all this other crap.
Right.
We got more than that. I'm just gonna say we got more than that. We got more talent than that. And this ain't shitting on nobody.
Right. No doubt.
We got more than that to offer.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. It's a lot of creative individuals, not just in Dallas. I mean, all over the spot, man. It's a lot of creative individuals. Once again, it's more like the hood films. Again, depending on where you come from, it's so much you can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Of course, guns and drugs, but it's more than just guns and drugs. It's poverty. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out how you're going to eat tomorrow. You got kids. You uncashed your check. You unpaid your bills. You got what, $12 to your next payday. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more levels to it than just drugs and guns. It's a lot more to that, man. Depending on, like I say, where you even grew up at. We grew up in the projects in Southside. You know what I'm saying? We was West Dallas and South Dallas, Dixon Circle, Ferguson. You know what I mean? We actually did that, but it's not saying that us putting a hood film out there or an urban film out there that it's not going to hit home with somebody, because a lot of people ain't seen our material. They mean, like, you know what? I remember that happened when we was kids, but hey, mom or pops made it happen for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But check this out, Mike. We finna go into it, man.
Let's get it.
Although we grew up in the hood, I did, west side of Chicago.
There you go.
Yeah, the guns and the drugs and all that stuff was there. But there were also some middle class and some well-to-do couples and classes there as well. Where there were single mothers, there was also couples in the same hood. So what I'm saying is a lot of them hood films spin the single mother, no daddy, no male figure. And we gotta look, if we shine the light on the positive male influences that we received, even if it was the drunk man on the corner dropping some gems on you and you didn't even know he was
100 on that, for real.
Why does it always have to be we figuring it out on our own and we doing the wrong damn thing?
It's about making decisions, but then that one decision can like mess you up for life, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's times where a lot of people don't know my background. They don't know where I come from. A lot of people really don't know me as in Michael back then. They just know the Michael they see now. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff, decisions that I made that got me stabbed. It was, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that I could have did differently. But if I would have did it a different way, I may not even been here. You know?
But Mike, I'm that cat that this is truly my life. always saw my entire family going down this path. And I was like, I know what down that path leads to. I'm going to go down this path and see what the hell is down there, because it got to be different than what's over here. And what I see is everybody going down this path. Man, go this way. What I mean by that is I was around the guns, drugs, and all that other stuff. But I decided to say, no, that ain't for me. And yes, I had my obstacles. However, there was still things that I overcame and still ended up in a good spot. I had the same test when it came to racism, and hell, I was check this out, Mike. I was too damn how can I say this? I was too damn bougie to be with the hood dudes and too hood to be in the suburbs. So where do you fall? Because I don't know about anybody else, but you ever been in the hood and you talk too proper for them? Your language is a little too sharp for them. You sound like a white boy. Then you go over to the suburbs and they calling you a ghetto nigga.
I've been called I've been called the whitest black dude they have ever seen. I've been called that before. Seriously. And it's not just it's just sometimes you have to adapt to your environment. You know what I'm saying?
And that's all that's all I'm hitting at, Mike, is where them stories at.
100.
Because all of us didn't go to jail.
Right.
All of us didn't.
We're not alone.
You had to overnight. Well, I did. It was this curfew situation that I had one time. That was just hell holding me until my daddy got there. But that don't count. I'm talking about taking a shower up in that summer gun. but
not alone.
Check this out, Mike. I want to know from you. How do you turn it on and off? Meaning, you got your director hat on this project. You got the actor hat on this project. How do you turn it on and off?
Well, I had a producer hit me up about starring being the lead in her film, and it was the antagonist of the movie, which it's cool, no problem. And she said, okay, Michael, we really want you for this role. I said, cool, okay. And then we talked more about it, but she said, I'm a little weary. I said, why? She said, because I know you direct and you write, you shoot, and you got movies out, but can you just come on set and be just an actor? I said, so what you're saying is you want me to come on and just act. Don't worry about the camera, the lights, the sound, the script suit, the angles, make sure the this and that, the shadows, make sure none of that, just act. I said, shit, sign me up. For real. It's so easy. Like, I can't say it's so easy, but just doing acting without have to worry about the stuff that people don't see, that is so much easier than you have to put the whole project together. It's a mental, man. It's a mental thing, bro. But yeah, when I told her that, she said, okay, cool. So next 2023 is on.
So Mike, I'm sorry, man. People in the comments starting shit already. Kenya, pop that comment back up, please. The holding cell do not count, because they'll rack up, they'll scoop us up by the bunch and just to hold us in the cell. That don't count. I'm talking about Cook County Prison.
Like, I know, I'm talking about Sterry.
That part.
Yeah.
Well, Mike.
Upstairs, yeah. With your oranges on, yeah.
In that case, you say I was cuffed up. In that case, I got arrested a bunch of times by my wife. How you feel about that?
Dude, you tripping, man.
Hey, Mike, you got a double movie casting call coming up this weekend. Tell us about it, man.
All right, so this Saturday, everybody, I think I seen somebody say something about they trying to when is the next casting call coming up? Well, the next casting call, this is an open casting for Dallas, Texas. Wherever you're from, if you're in town, come out. It's Saturday, October 8th. We're having a double casting call for, I'm going to make piss Tate off, for urban film and for a horror film.
Okay, it's horror.
So
it's
the urban, hold on. The urban film is called Lady Thug, and the horror film is called The Red Room. So I have to put the, I'm gonna make sure I put some different. I don't know why my fingers doing that. I'm gonna put some stuff together. The script for Lady Thug is pretty nice, man. I've already submitted it to the distribution company. We actually have a Zoom meeting next week about the script and how we're gonna move forward with it. But we're definitely excited about it, man. We've already had quite a few submissions come through. If y'all ain't never been to one of Mike G Productions casting calls, get there early. Like, yeah. I'm not exaggerating. Get there early. Come in there, do your thing, and bounce. But I'm saying it's a cold read. A lot of people are scared of cold reads because it makes you think on the fly. You have like 5 or 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and you got to go in there and do it. Compared to you get the sides a day or two early, and you can get it memorized. I like cold reads.
Kenya, put that back up there. Kenyon, I believe. Kenyon said, "What's the issue with urban movies?" I have no issues with urban movies, including if I mess around and get casted for Lady Thug. But I'm saying, if you are 100, if you shooting your own movies, and if that's all you got, if that's your only avenue, then you damn right I got a problem with it, because we got more. We can do more. We can offer more. So that's what I'm saying. I ain't got no problem, because I done sat down and watched a bunch of hood movies. But I'm just saying that ain't all we got. I mean, I go on, let's be for real, Mike. I go on apps like Tubi and the other ones that you can put your movies on. And if you type in hood movie, it's a bunch. And it's some people, that's the only category they're under. That's the only thing I'm saying. We got more, y'all. Now, I want to do this. We want to go ahead and give y'all the information for where the casting call will be held. And then after that, me and Mike are gonna get into some news, but I really only want to get into one topic, and I'm gonna tell y'all about that topic right on the other side of this break. So y'all better get ready, man. Whoever, look, all of y'all, and I'm talking about your serious actors, actresses, and anybody else, because from what I understand, Michael even make you hold the microphone every now and then. So if you want to be in a film, man, get your behind out, because you got a great opportunity at being in one of these two awesome Mike G production movies, man. And that's so also
before you we go to the thing, let me say this real quick about the casting.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you got myself, Mike G Productions. You got Jeanette Greenwood, who would laser film and television, and you have Nomita. She's the CEO of Icon Studios Dallas, and you got Benjamin Ward. It's so much that I'm excited about this project with these forecasting us for this casting, y'all. We bringing all the limits to everybody. All the limits to everybody. We ready to do it, y'all. So y'all get ready to make this happen, man. We about to make this happen. Look at Jeanette. Let's get it, bro.
Man, hey, let's do it. So check this out. It's time to really get into some news, man. And I ain't gonna lie, during my break, it was only one thing that was on my damn mind. So in saying that, let's go ahead and kick the news segment off the right way. So, one of the hottest topics during my time off that I saw was something that we, those my age, actually experienced in our lifetime. So, the movie Dahmer, and it's, look, not the movie, it's the documentary Dahmer. I want to talk about this a little bit, man, because I know I was a young teenager when he took a bite out of his first ass. And so this had a great effect on me in my life because I don't know about you, Mike, but I never heard of folks eating folks at that time. Now, we heard of serial killers like John Wayne Gacy and other crazy ass people, right?
Right.
But this guy here took it to a whole nother level. And really the perspective that I want to come from on this is how this could have been prevented, but only because he looked a certain way that he got away with a number of murders and a number of things that a typical person like myself would not get away with. So before we get into this conversation, I want to let everybody know TMI News is we a community. We want to talk about this as a community. So therefore, put the call-in number up there because I know y'all got a lot of opinions for those who know about this story or those who watch this documentary. We're going to accept call-ins on this, but Mike G, I'm going to run this by you, this scenario. I'm going to run this by you, what I witnessed in that documentary that I did not know at the time. And I just want to point out a couple of things, right? So when I was watching this one episode, and that's a damn shame that this is, I gotta say, episode like this is something somebody wrote. This is some real life stuff. He was pulled over because y'all know Jeffrey Dahmer was an alcoholic. Right. He was one of them blackout alcoholics. Like didn't know what the hell he did the next day, alcoholic. So he was pulled over for swerving while driving. Now, y'all already know we going to jail. I don't give a damn if you sleepy and you coming home from work and you swerving and a cop pull you over. Don't you know they will tell your ass being sleepy while driving is just as worse as being drunk, and they will lock you up or give you a ticket. Now, that's number one. Number two, and I done put my stuff down because I was going to freestyle. The cop told him, you appear to be drunk. Mike, do you think a cop will ever tell you appear to be drunk and don't do nothing about it?
No.
Here, you just like, we could be walking down the street and you know how you walk and you trip over your foot. Your ass appear to be drunk at that time, so they can stop you while walking and say you, what they call it, drunk while walking or whatever the hell it is. I know somebody in the chat room will give it to me.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, that's hint number two for you, right?
Right.
Cop says he smells alcohol. We gone. How many hints do you need, Mike? But check this out. The cop told him, the cop then seen several large garbage bags in the back seat. This son of a gun told the cops that it was lawn clippings from him doing cutting grass late at night. At night. Said he just cut grass. It was nighttime. What crazy ass person cut grass at night?
I don't like cutting grass in the day.
But who cut grass at night? So I'm gonna also say this. Don't grass clippings look a little different in a bag than meat?
It does. It
You can
does.
tell meat in a bag. I don't give a damn if it's in 8 bags. You can tell meat in a bag, right?
Yeah.
So, Mike, I gotta say it like I know it. Our black asses is driving, and we appear to be drunk, and you smell liquor coming out the car, and we got several large garbage bags in the back seat.
We
Right?
gone, bro.
We
We
gone.
gone.
We gone.
Right.
But that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. Because, you know, the cop told him, you have your whole life ahead of you. I'm not going to ruin it by taking you to jail tonight. We can have our goddamn master's degree in the passenger seat. And what they give a damn about ruining our life ain't about nothing. And look, don't get me wrong. I'm not throwing the race card. Because I love everybody who love people. Because let me tell you something. We done seen all kind of shit in the grass, right?
Right. No doubt.
I done seen brown dookie, white dookie, black dookie. I done seen green dookie. Now, what I'm saying is pieces of shit come in all colors. So I'm never down with bull crap based on color, race, or creed. So in saying that, I got to state the obvious. All this time, right? So now the cop said he don't want to ruin his life, right?
Right.
He told him, get out of here and don't never let me see you again. Now, don't y'all understand, by taking Jeffrey Dahmer to jail that night would have saved 16 lives. Because his first victim was the body in those bags in the back of his seat.
That was the guy that hitchhiked, right?
A hitchhiker.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's the guy that hitchhiked.
And guess what? Because of Jeffrey Dahmer's look, he got away with 16 other murders. Now, let me say this. Where the hell you live, where people meet can spoil and funk up the whole place where you living and don't nobody investigate? And why is this funky ass smell following you around every place you go? We all know Mike, we all know somebody with a funky ass house. And don't they carry that same funky house smell with them everywhere they go? They smell like they house.
Man, I plead the fifth.
They got that. No, I know shit. I'm gonna be for real with you. We on our block. It was always one funky, one stank house, one family that had that funky ass house. Y'all know I ain't lying. Everybody out there know damn well who the funky family was on the block. So in saying that, go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so I do remember with Jeffrey Dahmer, like he had a 1-bedroom apartment or something like that, and it wasn't too clean. It was pretty nasty funk. Yeah, based off the pictures that I saw, and this is from a while back though. Yeah, man, I don't understand how that many bodies in the house that smell didn't come through the floors or through the vents.
It actually did. Actually did.
Okay.
However, whenever they called the cops to investigate, now when he was in the black family building, and let me put this disclaimer in here, and a lot of people might ridicule me for this, but I don't think Jeffrey Dahmer was targeting black people. I think that those victims were a victim of their environment. I think because if you think about it, he didn't go hunting for black people. He killed whoever was in his area. Because it was the Asian guy. It was, I think, 1 or 2 white guys. Matter of fact, I know it was 2 white guys for sure. He didn't target black people specifically. And what he said was he targeted gorgeous men. Okay, we're going to let you have that one because I don't know what a gorgeous man is.
Well, yeah, but but he was gay, right?
He was gay. He was
Right.
gay. Yeah.
Okay.
And then on top of that, I don't even know if I want to put that on gay. He was attracted to organs. He was sexually turned on by the feel of organs. And I don't know what the hell they call that.
Wait a minute. Okay, he was fixated on dead animals at some point, and I
That was
think
at the
I
time.
remember his dad showed him how to bleach them and keep the carcass clean, and something like that, bro.
No, he
Think
didn't.
of that. That's some twisted shit, though, bro.
Absolutely. His daddy said that it was his fault for teaching him how to do that, but he thought that was a way of bonding with his son, who was always weird as hell. He thought it was a way of bonding with him. He didn't know that he was really feeding into that sick fixation of dead corpses that Dahmer had. And this dude would literally touch guts and get turned on by it. And so, in saying that, I'm not going to even put that on the gay community.
Well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't when I said that. It wasn't even about taking a shot at the LGBT.
No, it wasn't no shots.
It was just saying that if I'm not mistaken, that's what he was, from my understanding. I mean, I don't know because I don't know the whole background. But you know what you hear growing up about Jeffrey Dahmer eating people making jokes about hot sauce, and I heard all the jokes and stuff about it. But it's just that, man, it's just got to be your mind got to be somewhere else, bro, to even go there. Like, seriously.
Right. So when people say like spirits, the bad spirits and the energy and all that, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be honest with y'all. I used to call bullshit. But as I gotten older, I have so understood the energy and the spirits and how it's passed off and things like that. His dad was definitely sick. Definitely sick. Make sure, hey, look, if y'all want to, there you go. Now, you're going to have to call in and pronounce that daggone word, Tanisha Dean.
What is
Hold
that?
on, she said it's called splat. Now, why the hell you got
Is that Splacovelli?
Splacanophilia. Splan.
Hold on, nobody's called in yet, bro. Put the note. They supposed to call in, right?
No, they can call in if they want to. That's cool. But I want to go back to, and I believe Jeanette said something about the smell. The smell alone should have been alerting enough people to investigate where the hell that smell was coming from, right or wrong. Because from what I understand, y'all ever left a pack of meat out too long? Maybe you took it out, or let's just say, for instance, if your deep freezer in the garage and you forget to put one pack of meat, and you come back to that meat and it stank like a mug, right?
Man, mama get that switch on you. You do that, bro. Mama get that switch on you. You that extension cord. You did that.
Left that pack of chicken out.
Yeah.
Now imagine human ass being left out and rotten. Hell, you can't even not wash your ass for 48 hours without it rotting. Imagine rotting corpses and body parts and guts. Because when you die, fluids and all that other good stuff come out. So what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna take this phone call. We got a call coming in. I gotta see what the opinion of the caller is regarding this. So TMI News, this is Mr. TMI. Who this?
This is Alan Dunkel.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, hey, Dom?
I didn't know Mike Green was an expert on Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, look, I think whoever grew up in that era became an expert when this documentary came out. So what are your thoughts regarding the Jeffrey Dahmer series?
Well, I don't approve.
Okay, good.
Right.
But,
good thing.
I can't watch that. I know enough about, I lived in Chicago in 1990 and I've been to Milwaukee a bunch of times during his reign, I guess you would call it, his killing sprees. And, obviously I never bumped into the guy, but
Thank God.
I could understand how the Milwaukee police just a little interaction I had with them, I could kind of understand where they didn't catch him. You know.
So regarding the Milwaukee police, you know, are you saying that, you know, they ignored a lot because of the victims in their color?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think the Milwaukee, you know, I don't want to generalize too much because I've never lived there, and I have like an in-law from Milwaukee, and, you know, I have some relatives that live in Milwaukee. But that's just the impression I got is maybe the police are not, you know, the police, I probably could have got away with a lot more stuff than, say, Mike, if he was there.
Oh, Mike going to jail. Oh, Mike going to jail.
Yeah, and it's kind of like in Chicago. I mean, you know that if you're from Chicago.
Yes, sir. Chicago West Side. Yes, sir.
But I don't think it's quite as you know, I'm not saying Chicago police are great or anything, but I don't think it's quite on the same level as Milwaukee.
Now, I can't judge because I've never been to Milwaukee. However, the Chicago police are so much worse than the Texas, Dallas, Arlington police that I've encountered that it's just not even funny. I mean, I have fell victim to some of the mess that the Chicago police officers can do to you and get away with it. So,
yeah, I'm not saying they're great. But, you know, I only lived there a year, and I remember the cops in Chicago, you know, they would come on the trains. You know, I didn't have a car, so I would take like the Ravenswood all the time. And, you know, I remember them coming on in pairs and having a German Shepherd with them.
Oh, yes.
So, you know, to me, that's you know, as long as they felt safe, I guess. But, you know, I'm sure they were using that German Shepherd to control, you know, I'm sure they utilize that German Shepherd some.
Right. And you know what? It's okay. This TMI news. You can say what you got to say. If we were the dog bones, you can say it, hell.
Well, I don't want to say too much about stuff I don't know for a fact, right? Facts. That's just the impression I got, you know, the times I was in Milwaukee, and then having lived in Chicago only a year, you know, and I'm from downstate Illinois, and Chicago is quite different from, you know, downstate Illinois. You know, I'm not from a city. So.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to tell you like this, man, it's going to take more of us to join together to cut out this bull crap as far as things like this, because at the end of the day, we should never be talking about such a heinous crime happening because of the negligence of our people who are supposed to protect us, just simply because of the color of the victim.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that Mike, you know, makes a movie loosely based on Jeffrey Dahmer, since you want him to branch out. You know, what do you think, Mike?
Alan, we're not doing that, bro. We ain't doing that.
You got to first find a chewable ass prop.
But I'm going to get off the phone here. But that's just what you know. Obviously, Jeffrey Dahmer did get away with a lot more than he should have, because the police were not. You know, they weren't doing their job, obviously, in the case of Jeffrey Dahmer. So.
Absolutely. And I thank you for calling in, man. You're such a great caller. Hey.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And let me tell you something. I got to be the craziest host in the world. I told y'all that some of these people are on the radio, right? And I never said the damn call-in number because I see it on the screen and I figure y'all see it too, but y'all can't see it. Y'all on the damn radio. 817-466-6638. Call in and tell us what your opinion about Jeffrey Dahmer or this upcoming topic that I'm about to hit on.
Because, I gotta say so, bro. All right, so I have, back to just the point of the film real quick. I have two mentors, man, who I look up to, who talks me through off the ledge and everything, and they keep it 100 with me, no cap. Everything is always 100. Don't tell me what I want to hear. One of the guys was just on the phone. Alan Dunkel is one of my mentors. Him and Benjamin Ward. I respect this dude. He's very educated, but he's real though. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know he was calling, but I heard the.
Hey, I think that's dope. I think that's dope. And the only thing that I ask from people is be real.
Yeah.
Be real. It don't cost you nothing to be who you are. I got another caller on the phone. Let's see who we got. You on TMI News with Mr. TMI. Who this?
It's Gregorio.
Oh, this my boy right here. And I know he about to give it to me. Gee, what you got regarding this Jeffrey Dahmer documentary, man?
Just it with what happened, for how easily, in a sense, he got caught doing this thing, picking up a guy at the spot, black guy, of course, bringing him back to the apartment, supposedly, tied the guy up in some way. Guy came out, Jeffrey came out with one of his usual butcher knives, and guy got free, ran out, saw the cops standing nearby, brought the cops back to the apartment. Case closed.
However, did you see the obstacles in even getting the cops back to that apartment for the victim, as well as the neighbor who had been calling several times regarding the noises and the smell?
Exactly. The way they broke it down to me, it just seems so simple as to how it could happen so easily. Like I said, you apparently they ignored his neighbor, and his neighbor said he's lived across him for a while. But in that situation, it's just he got sloppy, I think. And I think at just a point, it wasn't even about. I honestly think that he wasn't out to kill, like you said. Being in the situation, being a gay man, was attracted to someone, brought him back to his home, and that's the situation.
And let me tell y'all about how sick the society is, though. When he got caught, they were sending him love letters, pictures, money, and as well as people were taking pictures in front of the building pretending to choke each other. So how ironic is this? Gregorio, do me a favor, turn your radio down, sir.
Copy that, brother, man.
So, in my opinion, it's a sick society. And then we're protected by people who are only looking at one side of, I guess, the protection bar, if you want to call it. I only got to protect this group. The hell with the other group. Let them figure it out. Or the hell with the other groups. Because, and Gregorio, thank you for your call, man. I really appreciate your opinion, dog.
No problem, boss.
We don't understand that this could have been stopped so many times. How about when the police took the young boy back to Jeffrey Dahmer's house, listening to only his story and totally ignoring the neighbors? And it's a damn shame that they had to find a bucket full of guts, a barrel full of guts, in order for the black lady neighbor. Is that even a good doggone? I ain't put that together right. But in order to acknowledge for her to say, I told y'all. And it's a damn shame that it got to get to that extreme for us to say, I told y'all. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to transition a little bit. I want to hit this topic, and then I want to get the hell out of here. I got a topic, man, and it's called, it's not what you're called, it's what you present. It's not what you call, it's what you present. Now, this came in place well before the Dahmer situation. And ladies, I want to talk to y'all tonight. I'm going to talk to the men in another episode, but I want to talk to y'all tonight because it's amazing to me when a man say the word bitch or hoe, how many women get offended when at the end of the day, he's not even talking to you. Those words actually have definitions. And I'm the type of person, if you don't fit the description, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Because I did my research, Mike. And my ignorant behind only know one way to do research, and that's to go to the Urban Dictionary. Because I need to be able to understand what the hell is going on. So, in saying that, let me make sure I find it. The definition for a bitch is a bully in a skirt, right? It's like any bully, she won't lay off until you stand up to her, right? Says, like any classic bully, she thinks she tough until her victims fight back. When a victim successfully fight back, the classy bully's demeanor turns from wanna be tough to whiny crybaby, right? So when you call somebody a bitch, that's not describing females. And I say a hit dog will holler, but it's too many damn dogs hollering because they don't know what the hell it really means. So in saying that, I got the definition for hoe.
I'm going to.
That's the regular dictionary. My definition comes from the Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
And it's a term used to describe a person. It say usually a woman, but we do know this can come in the male gender as well, who has sex with strangers, giving into flirtations from strangers, and dresses extremely revealing. A hoe often goes out at night more than daytime or the evening. A hoe has no friends, or at least no real friends, and only hangs around with the opposite sex. They are promiscuous. They are physically attractive. Not all of them. I know some ugly hoes. Okay, says they are physically attractive through either plastic surgery or makeup. God, dog, that's prevalent today. But are nothing more than good in the sheets. This is so important to me, this definition. I'm not going to go no further on that definition because to me, that described 90% of the professional athlete's woman.
Woo.
Yeah, I said it. Because at the end of the day, all they do is look good, usually with plastic surgery or makeup, and ain't good for shit but sex and draining the damn man's pocket. So look here. In my opinion, Mike, when somebody calls somebody a hoe, for all the ladies out there, the women, please stop defending these bitches and hoes. Because we know some people use the definition wrong, but we also know that bitches and hoes exist out here. What are your thoughts?
Me speak no English. Shit.
So,
bro, you on some other stuff on this second right here, bro.
Man, on the real Mike, I think that it's too many people too many women, because I respect women, man. I'm married to one.
Right.
Too many women come to the rescue of the bitches and hoes. But the bitches and hoes don't never come to the rescue of the women. And you can't say that they're not out here. Look, it's some ladies out here that know who the hoe and who the bitch is, and they click. They know who gonna act the fool when they go out. They know who they can't trust around their man.
When you use those terms though, bro. And I'm just gonna say it for Mike.
Mike, you was more comfortable talking about Dahmer. and look, I'm not doing this to bash women because I love women. I respect women.
Right.
And I'm not even hung up on that the clothing that they reveal. Like they say, if you wearing short clothing, you a hoe. No, because you can have on a nice revealing outfit and still present yourself as a woman. So the clothes don't make a damn thing. I say your attitude.
I think, man, me personally, Tate, man, it's just when you use the word, once again, it's how your upbringing is too. Because when you hear the word hoe and bitch, depending on who you are, some people take it and just brush off whatever. You don't know me. But then
Right.
you have those people who from that cloth, when you say that, it's time to box up. You know, they ready right then to go. So those two words, man, have so many, it has the same impact, but has so many different meanings behind them, bro. You know, and it's like, and I think every dude or every female at some point has said the word hoe and said the word bitch.
Now,
Everybody.
I'm gonna tell you what jarred my memory or my thought process regarding this topic.
Okay.
When I hear a lot of women say all men are dogs, right?
Mm.
And so therefore, I take the word man very seriously. I'm a man, right? Now, there are some bitch boys, mama's boys, punks, all of that out there for us. And I don't get offended when somebody calls somebody any derogatory name that they fit when it comes to a man, when it comes to a male.
Mm.
But when you group all men together and say all men ain't shit, you stepping on my toes because I'll never say all women ain't shit.
It's just all the men that you've chosen.
Exactly. Now, I get sick and tired of those bastards getting classified as men. How about that? See, that's just like saying all black daddies ain't shit. But you know, you taking care of your kids and tucking your kids in every night. A bum bitch. Kenya said she'll call a chick a bum bitch in a minute.
You know, Kenya gonna come, she real with it, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Trauma be attached to some words for some people. Absolutely. And there's some, don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm not saying there's no ignorant bastards out here that call everybody bitches and hoes that need to be punched in their mouth. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I refuse to call a bitch or a hoe a woman. You got to earn that title from me. And you ain't really got to say nothing. It's how you present yourself.
Mm.
We all know, Mike, let's be for real. When you meet a woman, there's 3 categories she can go in, right? Come on, we being real on here tonight.
All right, what's the 3 categories?
Bitch, hoe, or wife.
Say it again.
Bitch, hoe, or wife. She can either be a bitch, a hoe, or a wife. And everybody be like, well, how do you know what wifey material is? It's how you present yourself. Now, you don't understand what I mean by bitch. Bitches the ones that, okay, for example, you say, hey, ma'am, how you doing tonight? I'm doing fine by my damn self. I don't need nobody to help me and get on out my face. Well, damn. I was just speaking, just trying to have a conversation with you.
I've always been, you know, I ain't always been the greatest dude. You know, I have a backstory about me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've did a lot of bad things. But growing up, getting older, understanding, and getting some act right, you know, I transitioned. You know what I'm saying? I changed from that dude into who I am now. Now, I used to always say that the only type of female I would marry is the female that I take I let meet my mom. But that was me. That was my approach towards it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we've dating for a while and you meet my mom, you're real good in. You know what I'm saying? You've met my mom. You know what I'm saying? You know, and though she's passed away, she's in heaven now. But if I would let them meet my mom, I know that they were at some point in my head, I thought maybe this female would be marriage material. But But it always took me a long time before somebody met my mom, because that's just how it is. You take every time you meet a new chick, you take her to your mom. Like mama don't know who is who.
Your mama gonna say, stop bringing all these hoes around my house. Your mama. Everybody special to your ass. Your mama gonna say it.
Yeah.
So you're right. When we take a woman home to meet mama, that means we hold her in the highest regard.
Yeah, no doubt.
That definitely means that we're not playing with this situation for the most part. And I'm not saying that this is in all cases, because I ain't gonna lie, some men ain't shit when it comes to that. And I ain't gonna call them men. Some males ain't shit, because they'll take them home and they mama know they ain't shit, but they mama will ride right along with it. So I ain't talking about in all cases. I'm talking about for the most part. When a man take that woman home, he hold her in the highest regard. If he call her at 3 o'clock in the morning, if he don't call her at all, because we kind of want to go with the least path of resistance. Now, we don't want easy, because that's the hope, but we damn sure don't want to have to jump through loops and all this other stuff to break down this damn wall, this barrier that you done built up because of whatever may have happened to you in your past, in order to get to know you better. So what I'm saying, Mike, I'm not knocking nobody. It is what it is. But please don't act like we're generalizing when somebody say those words. Some people meet the description. If you say deadbeat baby daddy, then damn it, that person must be meeting the description. You say, oh man, he a wimp, he a punk. Man, I don't mess with him, man. He's shifty, he's shaky, he's shady. He must be meeting the description. And that's all I'm saying is, for anybody out there, but I really wanted to focus on those two words. For anybody out there, those words out there have definitions and descriptions, and please let's not act like they don't exist out there, because they do. And there's some proud hoes, and there's some proud bitches.
I know you said we were gonna have a topic, man, about something. I had no clue we was going to. This is where you was going with that, bro. Hey, I was like, I had no clue, but I know you always come up with something, dude.
Mike, I just want to educate the world right now to say that, first of all, I think that should even put us, and I think that should even put women at an even higher respect level. When you call somebody a woman, man, that's a good woman right there. You hold her in the I'll be for real, you hold her in the Claire Huxtable side of the page.
So your wife is a good woman, right?
Absolutely. That's why she's my wife.
Right.
But have I ran into some bitches and hoes in my day? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And try to wife up a hoe if you want to.
Well, my lady is all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wouldn't put her in either one of those categories at all.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
If you'll step in front of a bullet for yours, that's your woman, man. That's your wife. You hold her in the top echelons, the highest regard. That's your woman. Look, I know I'll do. Look, if mine's sick, I'll be like, pass the sickness over to me. I'd rather tell. I don't want to see her in no pain.
What? No.
Yeah.
No, if she got COVID, she keeping that. I ain't. No.
Really, Mike? You left the damn room?
I had COVID. I was sick. I didn't want that no more.
You know what's funny? I had COVID. She stayed with me. She didn't catch it. She just recently had COVID.
We actually had COVID together.
That's beautiful.
We were quarantined in the house for what? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
That's honeymoon. That's beautiful.
No, bro, there wasn't no honeymoon. You should have seen us walking around trying to get our oxygen up because we thought we'd go die. Yeah, no, bro.
Mike, if you ain't got nobody that's willing to die with you, I said it, that's willing to die with you, that lady stayed in there with your Jeremy ass, because I know you had it first.
Because I work just because I work in the emergency room don't mean that I had it first, bro.
Oh, you had it. It was you. It was Mike G. And you gave it to your wife, and she stayed in there with your sickly ass because she probably didn't even have no symptoms until you said you can't go wrong calling somebody by their names either. That's exactly. Now I'm gonna take that as far as him saying, just call them by their name, saying Mike, or him saying you acting like that, so I'm gonna call you by that name. I'm gonna take that comment as two ways. Kenya said, "Do wife hoes all the time because of the looks, and that's why I said what I said about the professional players.
That's facts.
Let me tell you something. I love what Mike just said. Mike said his wife was in there. They went through COVID together. They were sick together. They walked around there 2 and 3 weeks. You just don't know. In 2 or 3 weeks, if a professional athlete locked in the house 2 or 3 weeks with his wife, they gonna get a divorce because he gonna find out I really don't like your ass. God, no.
When you quarantine, bro, it's a difference. It's when you quarantine and you're sick. It's like you laying down next to each other, but it's like a barrier between y'all. And you're like, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. You all right? I'm okay. We're going to get something to eat in a minute. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy, dude. Like, we was sick.
It ain't nothing worse than when you have a fever than to touch another person with a damn fever. It feel like an inferno.
Yeah, we was sick, man.
And the purpose, like I said, I'm here to educate. I ain't here to slander. I want to just simply say, because I want y'all to hold women like what Mike have and who I have. Hold those women for your dear life. And let these bitches and hoes go on about their business. Too many people upholding it. This whole society now is all about attention and who can be the baddest bitch and the biggest hoe. Look at their Instagrams and Facebooks and all that. They got 10 million, 50 million followers and all this other stuff.
I would like to have 10 million followers, bro.
Oh, absolutely. But I don't want to have 10 million followers because I'm a hoe.
No, we take the whole part out, but I want the followers. Yeah, y'all can follow me right now, y'all. If y'all okay.
So anyway, with you saying that, how can they follow you?
Huh?
With you saying that, how can they follow you?
Okay, y'all. So y'all can reach me. You can just Google me, Michael W. Green. That's on all platforms. Instagram. You can reach me on Facebook that way. Twitter, Linktree, LinkedIn. Like I'm everywhere. Michael W. Green. You can't go wrong with that, y'all. And also our YouTube channel, Life Vids, LYFEVIDS, and it may not pull up because I don't have 1,000 followers yet. So it's not authentic right now. But you can you could go down, type in Michael W. Green Life Vids, it'll pull up. You can't miss it. Hit the subscribe button, man. You know, we got some good stuff on there. And we will be casting for Live Vids also when we start back up. We just have to get everything deal with these other movies we have to get out for the distribution. So now it's time to start back up. Tate, I already got something for you for Live Vids, brother.
Let's rock.
I'm gonna put you in, you know what? I'm gonna put you and Natasha in something.
Hey, she dressed for it.
Yeah.
Hey, check this out, Mike. Real quick, it was a great question that popped up. Let me get Latoya's question again. She said, let me get past that part. I want to know I want to know from Mike, how does he come up with his storylines when writing?
Actually, that's a really good question, actually, Latoya. I guess with me, I write like the antagonist first. I always come up with an antagonist on something that's crazy, and I kind of like bring it down to simplify it And then that's how I start building around the bad guy. That's how I write my scripts. I always build around the bad guy because 9 times out of 10, the bad person is going to be more memorable than the good person. But the good person is going to have everybody like, oh man, he shouldn't even did it like that. But they won't remember everything about the good person, only the bad person. That's how I write. I always write it around the antagonist first and just start building around it. That's how I write.
Is that why you said you got something for me?
What?
The antagonist.
Natasha, no, I'm gonna. You know what? Okay, you know what? You just released the Kraken. You just
Let's ride. Look here. Look. This was an awesome time on TMI News. I told y'all, for all of y'all who surprised, I told y'all I was gonna pretty much uncut, uncensored. I got some things on my mind, and so therefore I got even more hot topics that we're gonna bring to the table. But before we go, I gotta bring something back special. So for all of my long-term listeners out there, and for you new listeners out there, thank y'all all on Spotify as well. I gotta hit it. Give it to me, director.
This is Track Production. Take. This TMI will take, you never know how he coming. Grab a hold of your seats, he's about to start gunning. You talk about anything, he don't care. There you go again. Man, we can't take him nowhere. You ain't seen his memes, you ain't seen his post. The bad man, the black sheep, the host that does the most. This dude is on it, you gotta check him out. It's TMI will take you ready for the knockout.
I ain't trying to get involved with y'all.
You won't get involved, I'm gonna knock your ass out too. Make a choice.
You know what I said?
Tate coming for you.
Maybe I don't need as much rehearsal as some other folks.
Gotta rehearse my song.
Whoa! It's time to get. I gotta get up close and personal. Mike, you still on, but I gotta talk to the people for a second. My peoples, we just had a long, extensive conversation about the documentary Dahmer, right? And so y'all know my mind be twirling, man. And so Jeffrey Dahmer, like I mentioned earlier, he was sexually turned on by eating the organs and intestines and even feeling the organs and intestines of his victims. It's very, 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 very sick. And first off, I want to let everybody know that it's going to take me a long damn time to eat a steak after they showed him frying that heart in that pan that looked like a damn steak to me. So I just wanted to let y'all know, instead of killing people and eating folks, if Jeffrey was turned on by food like that, there's some other things that he could have ate besides human ass that I want to bring to y'all. First food is liver. And I'm going to say, especially when my mama fried up, it smells so good, but it's nasty as hell. And the only thing I can think about is that piss has been filtered through that. The second thing, he could have ate raw squid, oysters, octopus, or clam. If he turned on by something sliding down his throat, what better way than to eat that bush? The next thing, the chicken my cousin cooked when it was 10 minutes before it was time to go to the club. But this bitch cooked 16 pieces of chicken in 8 minutes. If he liked blood, that chicken would have gave him everything that he liked. Last but not least, chitlins, of course. Although cooking chitlins stank, even if he cooked them with the shit in them, it gotta be better than what his house was smelling like and what that basement was smelling like at his grandmama's house. Now, I want to welcome y'all back to the most ignorant, but the greatest segment in the history of radio, TMI with Tate. Hit it. You gotta hit it. You gotta hit the first part. Natasha drunk. Oh no. You gotta hit the first part. You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? All right. So I do it. Don't touch it. You gotta hit. All right, y'all. We back. And I want to thank Mike G. I want to thank you, brother, for joining this ignorant mess that I have going on. But I told y'all I'm back. So,
dude.
First time listener, LOL. Thanks. Latoya, thank you so much for listening. And I know, look here. That's right. Pig feet is another thing he could have damn ate. Instead of, if he had a taste for feet, because I heard they found some feet in the pot. Pig feet. Can't take him nowhere. You daggone right. So, in saying that, thank you so much. I'm serious for my first-time listeners out there. Thank y'all so much, man. This is just for your enjoyment. We do drop gems in this, but it's also for your entertainment. So, you can take some of this shit serious that I be saying, but for the most part, don't take me serious. And don't take me nowhere. TMI with Tate, the news edition. I want to thank my guest, Mr. Michael Green, who always come through, represent, and he's going to be doing big things. Make sure you get out to that audition this weekend. It's going to go down. 2 movie audition, man. Make sure y'all are there. I want to say thank you personally to the lady who put up with all this damn foolishness, none other than Diana Ross.
Did you see my expression? Because I'm like,
I will tell y'all, this is probably one of the first times Natasha really didn't know what the hell was gonna happen in this show. And I love the fact that I looked down and I saw laughing, I saw her offended, I saw some of every expression that you ever want to think about. So I did my job. I don't know about y'all, but I did my damn job. Now, in saying that, Natasha, we got to go out the right way. If y'all don't know what y'all just listened to, you have just listened to what?
This is the greatest news segment in history, you know.
TMI with Tate, the news edition. On behalf of Mike G, myself, and the director/producer, Natasha, we are out of here, y'all. Peace.
You know.